So we got the bed on the lift. We got a project jigsaw puzzle here. Not my favorite setup. We got 3 different brands. Not really the way to go. It's really not going to work, but we're custom fabricators and we try to make shit happen. So you got SLP in the back. You got stock axle pipes driving up his axle. He's riding around this axle. I don't know if you guys can see it right here, grinding up the axle. So the stock axle pipes are sitting on the axle. Dude, I don't really know what we're going to do here, but we're going to figure it out. Like I said, SLP axle back, stock over the axle pipes, and then speed engineering headers and midsection with the X pipe. This is not my favorite setup, guys. I'm not a huge fan of cross branding. I figure if you get, let's say, Kutz headers, you get Kutz cap back to match, Kutz over the axles, Kutz mufflers. Or if you do a Borla, get a good set of headers up front, Borla cap back usually bolts onto every system up front. I'm not a huge fan of 3 different brands, especially some stock parts, SLP in the back, speed engineering in the front. It's a Frankenstein exhaust, so we're gonna try to figure it out. You got a bunch of different pipes for 3 different models. So this is a 05 Corvette. It has a Z06 setup, it has a LS2 and a LS3 setup. This is the LS2, so we have the LS2 pipes to the side, and we're gonna try to figure this thing out. The front pipes are already a nightmare. You guys could see fits in the tunnel like garbage. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this one's into the body. I mean, like, you know, speed engineering, come on, you guys gotta do a little bit better here. The fitment's trash already, and we haven't even started work on it. Also, he had a sensor sitting on his exhaust, burning it out. I don't know if you guys could see this, melting the plastic off. So we're gonna zip tie this up for the customer, and then, you know, hopefully it doesn't burn again, but it doesn't look like it did any damage to the sensor. It just looked like it burned some of the plastic. So hopefully we could save the sensor. And then, like I said, he has the headers on there already. We're gonna try to loosen these pipes up, make sure they get into the tunnel, because we need them basically here so the X pipe can fit flush. Otherwise, everything's gonna be off. We're gonna have to chop, cut, fabricate, run some elbows and make it work. But like I said, not a huge fan of cross branding. If you have a car, you have a Mustang, for instance, you go with good headers, a good cap back, make sure it's all one brand if possible. If not, just make sure you get the right connection pipes. And then, yeah, so also Corvette's not that easy to work on, so we gotta take our time with this one. We'll figure it out. So let's see what happens. All right, got the Corvette all done. As you can see, the tips are as lined up as much as we could. Like I said, the SLP axle backs were kind of fitting a little iffy. Somebody did some custom hangers on there. Not a huge fan of how they did it, but the customer didn't want to rerun everything. So we made it work with what we had. We got the over the axle pipes basically clear all the way. We're gonna zip tie this wire right here so it doesn't touch the exhaust. It looks like a handbrake wire. And then got the SLPs away from the axles, as you could see, not touching the axles. As you could see, he was grinding up the axles. We got it away from the axles, and now we saved the axles, so the guy does not have to replace the axles. And then it comes down to here. We did 2 sections. We did adapters from 2.5 to 3 inch, so a clean, smooth transition right here. Got the 3 inch mid pipes to the 2.5 inch axle pipe. Then the X pipe is fitted pretty snug. We got the spring bolts right there holding up with the hangers. We got the X pipe tucked into the body where it belongs, and then we had to do 2 sections right here, or 1 section, just to get everything fitted correctly, because that one pipe, you guys could see, it was all over into the body, wasn't fitting right, so we just decided to run 1 section right here, and then we connected everything else to match the X pipe, and it looks pretty sweet, came out awesome. I mean, this is what we do at Gexhaust. We solve issues like this. We're custom fabricators here. We can do everything and anything you can imagine. So if you have an issue like this, you have a system you can't install in your garage, just come see us. We got you guys. So, boom.